Welcome back, everybody. This is Dr. Lucien, and this is the video 2 of 3. In this video, what I want to do is demonstrate how we identify outliers and then look into those outliers, okay? Just as we did last week, I will be referring to this technical assistance reference document that's under the semester project loss run data analysis to show you what we're going to be doing, okay? But before I get to that, I want to take a look at the assignment, the progress assignment for this week. So just give me a second. So for this week, we've got a few things we need to do. First, with the outliers, we want to, we're going to be creating a bar graph of the claim total paid from highest to lowest. And then we're going to look for an indication of a break point. And what that means is that, I'll show you. It's when there's a greater distance between the two total amounts. As they become more consistent, you know, they kind of flow better like a slide or a gentle decline. That's usually where I cut it off, and then I identify everything above that as an outlier. Then what we want to do is go up and remove those, just put them down below, and then the figure will change, and it'll be a figure without outlier, and then you'll be able to see it differently because it kind of centers things. And then at the same time, it'll create a new descriptive table. So then we'll compare the two descriptive tables. That's what we did last week, the first thing, and kind of measure the differences and talk about it. Okay. Then after that, we're going to read through the outliers. That's what we're going to do in this video and just see if there's something unique. So you should have already watched the SIFs video and how these researchers believe that things that are debilitating or cause death are not going down, that they're unique to everything else. And we're going to put that theory to the test with our data. I don't even know what's going to happen. I'm going to find out as you do. In the next video, we will do some trending analysis. It's down here. Trending analysis and forecasting, and we'll do it with and without outliers. And we'll do it with both number of claims and total. Actually, we'll do all the paids for the first round. After that, we just go to total paids. It's just to give us an idea. So that's what we're going to do. So I think the first thing we'd like to do is take a look at, this is the assistance document. So we'll be, like I said, we're going to create a bar chart like this. So this will be our first figure, and it's high to low. And all these arrows are indications of where we could cut it off because there's a jump from one to the next. And then after we remove 51, and we're not going to remove that many in ours. This is probably a bigger data set. Yeah, it looks like it went up into the thousands. You see, it gets more gradual. The thing is, we just have to kind of, in a way it's subjective, but we want to make sure there's still enough quote unquote meat on the bone to, determine what's going on. But we don't want to have a few expensive claims that represent too much of a percent, because next week we'll be calculating risk priority numbers, and those are predicated on the percentages. And so if one claim is really expensive, it in itself could influence whether that cause or that site or that policy code is a priority. And so we just kind of nip off the really top ones. But you're probably wondering, what is he talking about? So let's get to it. So here's our distribution table or figure from last week. We had 12 claims that were above 50,000. They represented almost 50% of the total paid. So that's a lot. And the idea being that most variables, most population variables, represent like a normal curve. But the thing is, when you have, extreme numbers, which I'm calling outliers, it's things that are beyond the norm, what it does is it stretches the standard deviation and the variance, but up beyond what you'd think would be comfortable. So the question is, are these somehow unique? Because it's either an error, or there's maybe something unique about them, or it's completely random chance. And that's what we need to determine. Really, I mean, not definitively, but that's what we're going to be doing. So this is our data set. So what we want to do is go back to the descriptives. Remember this page? We made it last week. I'm going to copy and paste it. And I think I always zoom to 150. Yep. All right. So the first thing we want to do is highlight the header row, which is the row 1, and then go up to data. You see it's file, home, insert, page, layout, formulas, data. Click on data, and then click on filter. Yes, the great band filter. Nice shot, man. So what we want to do is we want to sort by total paid. We're scrolling over. Here is total paid right here. So you see this little arrow down, this drop-down window? We want to sort it from largest to smallest. So the most expensive claims jump to the top. Now, if I didn't have this space right here, it would have done everything. So it just did where it touches. You see, we've got a bunch of zeros down here, and then it starts going up. So what we want to do is turn... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at this one. I was looking at the wrong one. The total paid, I want to create a bar chart with total paid. And so I'm going to highlight all the total paids amount right here. Then go to insert. You see it's file, home, then insert. And then I'm going to choose bar chart, which is right here. I think, yes. I'm just going to go simple. And there it is. So what I can do now is bring it down here. I'm going to take a look at it. Just kind of move it around. Try to get it as big as I can on the same screen. Excuse me. So the most expensive claim is, and usually when you hover over it, it'll tell you, but it's not telling me for some weird reason. Oh, they told me that one, 0.2. Is it going to tell me 0.1? It's still 0.2. Whatever, doesn't matter. So now what we want to do is we want to find some natural breaks. It seems to me that this break right here is pretty substantial. So it goes from like 37,000 down to, okay, that's weird. That would be 37. What is this one? 26. So to me, that seems like, because look at after that, sure, there are some little bumps here, but for the most part, it kind of goes gradual down. That's what you want to see. Up here, it kind of just jumps. It's like you're parkouring up here, and down here, you get to slide on your butt. Quote me as you want. And so that's what I think. I like this right here. And so what point is this? It's somewhere right around 17. 0.19 is 37. Let's go up and take a look. Let's see here. So 19 would be 20 on here. It's 37. It goes from 37 to 29. That's a decent jump. And then it goes from 29 to 26. So this is a like an $8,000 jump. This is a 3, and then a 2, and then a 1, and then it gets really gradual. So I think that's where I'm going to cut it off, is right here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to number these. I'm going to number my outliers. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm taking off a lot here. I don't know if I really want to go this far. I'd rather be conservative. 18 and 19. So I think that's where I'm going to cut it off. Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to... my OCD. I'm just centering everything. All right. So here's what I want to do. And here I'm doing... I'm going to call it Outlier Setup. All right. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, first of all, save my work. File, save as, right there. We are now in week 2. And we're now doing Outlier Assessment. Okay, save. Make sure you're saving your work in 2 different places. And as you can see now, if I screw something up horribly bad, or if I get a virus in this document, I can go back to where I had started this one, because that is now, it's untouched. All right. So what I'm going to do is copy and paste this to a new, and this is going to be outliers removed. All right. Oh, I got to zoom it in for you. Now, I know this seems kind of weird what I'm doing, but believe me, I've looked for trends and consistencies over the years. This has become the best way to do it. It's just the way. So I'm going to highlight rows 2 through 20, because that's 1 through 19. And then I'm going to do Control X to cut. I'm not going to delete. I'm only cutting. And then I'm going to go down here. I'm going to go below everything we've got going on here. And I'm just going to paste it. Okay. This did not update. I thought it was going to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... I wonder if I could create a new one and then have the two there. I wonder. Okay, so there's that. So I'm going to now highlight over here. This has changed. Now this is 302. What is equals 302 minus 19? Isn't that what we took out? So now this is 283. Okay, you see all the numbers are different. Oh, the most expensive is now 9%. Oh, that's $0 entries. I'm looking at this. So it's 3.54. Okay. All right, let's bring over the original descriptives from here. I'm going to highlight it, hit Control C to copy. Go to Outliers Removed. And I'm just going to put it like right here. So I'm going to do a special paste of a link and a picture. There we go. So you can see the difference now. So we went from about 2.16 million down to 827,000. So substantial drop. But remember how I was 3.54? Oh, it used to be 6.18. And now I usually like to get it down to 2, but we've cut off a lot. 19 claims represented a lot. And I mean, we should actually compare the two, shouldn't we? So, so this is the difference with 19 outliers removed. And I did that. I don't like to use abbreviations like that. So now I'm going to subtract the two. So it's equal to the original amount, which I can't focus on. I'll have to just type it in. So it's equal to... No, I don't like that. No, I don't like it. I don't like that. Delete. Let's go back over to it. I'm going to hit copy, and I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to place it right here. I'm going to do a percent as well. And now I'm going to do I want to paste the numbers. Okay. Now, are these numbers? Yes, they are numbers. But the problem is now I have to fix some things. It didn't bring over any of the cell adjustments. But this is probably good practice for you guys. So let's see. Everything else looks good there. I need to do a wrap, text wrap there. I can center everything. That's 302. That's... All right, so what's the difference here? So this is all dollar signs. So I'll highlight those. Go currency. Get rid of the pennies. Okay, good. Let's see. Everything there is centered. I'll center everything in a little bit. Let's see. What's the next one? Percentage. Highlight. Go to percent. The next two are dollar amounts. Go to currency. Get rid of the pennies. This is just a count. These two are dollar amounts. Hit currency, get rid of the decimal points, and these two are percentages. And that. Okay, so let's fix this. Actually, let's fix everything. And do a center. There we go. Okay, now let's do the difference between them. Okay, so it's equal to the original minus this. So this is what was removed, right? And now I can just click and bring this over. Now I want to figure out what the difference is. So I'm going to go equal to what was removed divided by the original. And it shows us percentage. Oh, wow. And how much is this? So we removed 61.65%. Almost just under 2/3 were removed. Wow, that's a lot. You know, did I remove too much? I'm going to remain conservative. Some of the other positive things here is look at the new median average. See how they're much, much closer together versus down here, it's 7,000 and 1,300, 7,100, 1,300, 2,900, 1,100. They're a lot closer. So we don't have a normal curve per se, but yeah, so this is going to be the original. And if I put it down here, maybe I can make, so this is the original. And now we need to create a new one. Just going to go up here. It's still sorted high to low. And we're just going to grab this. And go insert that. There we go. And you'll notice the x-axis only goes up to 35,000. So that's all the way right here. So we have a completely new base point. And as we look at it, yeah, we could have taken that one out, and there's a little jump there, maybe a little one there, but it's a lot smoother, and it's even close up. If we zoomed it out, I don't even think we'd be able to tell, really, because I think it's like right there, isn't it? But we're not going to do that. We've zoomed it in. It's looking pretty good. Pretty much consistent. You know, there's definitely good consistency here. I think, with these two being closer together, the median and the average, we're limiting the bias, the skewness. This is a very skewed data set. This one, it's a lot less skewed. Okay, so that's why we do it. We also do it because of the percentages of things. We'll be doing risk priority numbers next week. So make sure you're giving your stuff titles. This is the distribution of claim total paid from highest to lowest. N is equal to 302. Is that right? Yep, it's right there. Kind of the same thing. Distribution of claim total paid from highest to lowest after 19 outliers removed. N is equal to 283. So let's see, what is the size of this font? It's 14. I'm going to bring it down to 12, and now it fits. Like, I was going to make it fit. He just changes the size. Oh, that was 10. Sorry. Put that like a 12. Okay, so what do we have here? So this is probably going to be figure 2A, and this is probably going to be our figure 2B. We need to add access titles and things like that. We don't need a legend. Let's see, axes titles. Yep, so we have to enter those things. Grid lines, yeah, that's fine. Error bars, data table, yeah, not going to do that. We don't need a legend. Trend line. No, we don't need that. I didn't know that was there. That is a new addition. Okay. So make sure this is just is equal to 2. And it's, because we took out 19 of them, it's 20 to 302. And this is the claim total paid. And we already have the units on there, so claim total paid. Okay. So something like this, and you can make it look pretty. I may make it look pretty before I dump it. And you guys remember how to do that? You can do this and then just figure out which one you want to use. That's kind of funky, isn't it? Huh. I'm just going to go with that one. I don't know why. I'm going to shrink this down, though. I might just go to 10. I don't know. I don't know why that's so... Oh, there we go. It fixed itself. And let's find the same thing. Oh, sorry. Where was it? Was it this one? Was it the dark? Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay. And now let's Let's go down to 10. Okay. I might have gone 10, 5 on this one. You guys probably saw that. Yeah, okay, I'll go to 10. Oh, how many times am I going to say I'm going to do it and then I don't do it? Okay. So these are 2 figures that we're going to be putting in for our assignment. It's sort of the before and after. We're also going to be putting both of these tables. Now this is already what? Table 1, right? And we had a table 1A and a table 1B, if my memory serves me. Let's see here. So this is table 1, table 1A, 1B. So we already have a table 1. I think what I'll probably do is call this table 2. And if we want to, we could create a new table as well. Although, yeah, I guess we could. We're going to have to add like a header on it or whatever. So difference by percent of original. Because this could be 2A. That's probably a good thing. All right, let's bring our header row down to our outliers removed. I'm gonna save my work. We're already at 21 minutes, okay? Okay, so it doesn't annoy me too much. So now we can sort by different things and take a look at it. And because there's just 19, we can really visualize a lot more, okay? Okay, did I say that? I just watched Office Space last night. That's probably just a holdover from that. Hey, Milton, what's happening? I'm going to have you go and move your desk to the basement. Outlier number. So now my outliers actually have their own number. All right, so now I can sort by different things. So it's currently sorted by total paid. So let's find out what the total is. Well, we know it's up above. So sum. Put her up. I got to get rid of some decimal points, I think. Yep, that brought it into a view. And I could probably see what those totals are too. I'm just backsliding it. So that, remember that copy paste trick? I could see what the outstanding and total incurreds are too. All right. Interesting. All right. We're all in Wisconsin. All right, so let's look at some of this stuff. So first of all, which site are we? And is it Madison or Poynette? They're all indemnity, as they would, right? The more severe the incident, usually, the more likelihood there's an indemnity payment that goes with it. Let's get the site first. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go Madison Poynette. I'm going to copy. I'm going to paste it down here. Then I'm going to go equal count if. If you remember that, count if, and then it's range and criteria. And here I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to hit comma. I'm going to click on the cell that has Madison, hit return. Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to freeze the row numbers by putting $ in front of them, and then just click and bring it down. 19, yeah. So you really need to know like the overall representation to find out if this is a normal split or not. So we don't know that right now. Days to report, there's a big one right here. Otherwise, they don't seem too crazy. Should we figure out what the average is? And we could compare that to other things. Division by 0. Average. I don't get that at all. The average. I don't know what I did there, you guys. I don't know. Are these numbers? Yeah, they are. Equal average. Division by 0 is really weird. Because I could add it up and divide by 19. I don't know. I'm not in the mood. Not in the mood at all. Okay. So we got that breakdown. What else can we do here? We can look at the causes. It might be easier to go ahead and sort it by that. So We're just getting a basic break. What I'm doing is I'm capturing the different entries. Okay, here's a breakdown, and now I could actually go and count. So there's 2 of those. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course, it has to equal 19 when I'm all done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Repetitive motion. Slip, trip, and fall. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 struck against. 10, 8, and 1 is 19. Okay, look at it that way. Got that. They're all indemnified. Let's see how many are open, closed, or let's see. Closed, open, reopened. Copy. I'm just staggering them so I can do this stuff. I can just count them too. I could sort by it and then count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 13 closed. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 14, 14, 4, and then 2. Does that equal 19? 6 and 13 is 19, yep. We could probably look at policy year. Yeah, let's look at policy year. Most of them are closed. The ones that are 2021 and later are the ones. This is a reopen from 2019. That's very unique. I wonder what's going on there. It's a repetitive mode. Of course, it's ergo. So it's a re-injury, likely. So what have we got here? We've got 2017, 2018, 2019. Do we have them every year? We do not have any yet. In 2023, I mean, it's probably just still new. There's probably some open up there that may or may not. Because 2023, that was my year. Let's see, 2023. What have we got? No, oh, that's right. It's sorted by dollar amount. I'm sorry. I was like, oh, man. But there's no 2023s. That's interesting. Oh, wait. Oh, 2022 policy year, 2023 calendar year. All right, so here, let's do this. I'm going to cut this and put it here. So this is going to be policy year. This is going to be calendar year. And let's count them. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh my gosh. 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's policy year. That's interesting. All right, let's do calendar year now. Okay, I got to sort by it first. Whoop, there we go. Now I've got 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and we don't have 2023 on here. 2023. So there's 0 in the policy year, but there are 1, 2, 3. There are 3 from 2023. None are mine, though. When did they occur? May, July, April. Struck by repetitive motion material handling. Strain, strain, struck. Interesting. All 3 open. Assembler, assembler. Oh, we actually have some occupations. Well, hell. Yeah, let's look at that quick. Most of them are assembler. Ooh, I gotta fix that. That's an error entry. If you guys saw that, make sure you fix that. Otherwise, we'll have to look up above too. I don't think we're going to be using this particular category, but something small like that can cause a problem. So that's why I always check my work before I move on. Lead, but lead what? Lead assembler? There's a seasonal assembler. Team lead. Assembler. That's all interesting. Any body part consistent? Ankle, butt. Elbow, foot, hand, low back, shoulders. Shoulders. That's interesting. How much are these? Because I've heard the shoulders are getting expensive. No. Okay. And class code. We'll talk about this next week, you guys. 3076 to right there. 3179. Okay. This is interesting. We will be looking at this. We'll be sorting the data by this. 31. And we'll see how much that matches up. 42, 43. Center that, and I'll count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. And that equals 19. So we will, when we sort by these different things, we'll come back and look at it. So here's the big thing. Save my work. We're at 31 minutes. I want to go back and sort this. So let's read and see if there's anything unique here. Something that wouldn't be discovered under normal assessment techniques or reported or something. So it's stuff that, would this stuff surprise us? Is it more typical of something we'd be looking for and possibly find? Okay, first one, the most expensive is injured work says strained elbow due to repetitive use of tools. I mean, are there other strained elbows due to use of tools? I would venture to say we probably will find. We got another one right here. And maybe some of the shoulders are maybe repetition as well. Let's see. Repetitive motion. We counted up. There's 4 of them. Though manual material handling, sometimes they confuse the two. So I think that is something. Is it reopened? Because that seems like something. It is reopened. Okay. That doesn't surprise me. So that's our most expensive claim right there. Next, while RP tendering at RP1 was changing role at RP1. So we have to just kind of walk by that stuff, just step between machine and unwinder stand to cut material, step back, caught foot on a hose, fell on tailbone. Fell onto a hit wrist on the ground. Okay, so they fell and hit the ground. What did they classify this as? Body part, buttocks. Madison, it's a slip, trip, and fall. Okay, so they tripped over something, and then they incurred, I don't know. Is there a nature of injury here or no? I guess not. It's open. Buttocks. Okay. They tripped. Next, walking to door, making table, and tripped and fell. Reaching out for the table to break the fall, heard a pop in the right arm. Is that a slip, trip, and fall? It is. It's a fall to the upper arm. So they tried to catch themselves. It's like a struck by, the slip, trip, and fall, but they struck the ground. So I don't know if it's like a strain. Is that? Oh yeah. Do we have that language? Like a strain? No, material handling strain. I wish there was a little bit more detail. That would be helpful. This type of analysis, because it's like they felt a pop because they were attempting to reach out. Working on some line, turned from bench, something popped. It just popped. What did they call this one? Shoulder, repetitive motion, strain. Sounds pretty normal to me. Worker punctured right foot when a staple clip got stuck in shoe. Okay, so Like a housekeeping issue, maybe. Injured worker laceration to left thumb. I think that's what LT stands for, left thumb. On a cutting blade. Okay. What are they doing? Putting their unprotected hand near a cutting blade. Injured worker, right shoulder pain, lifting a skid off a stack of pallets. Sounds like something that's commonly done. Injured worker states contusion to right shoulder when he tripped. So we've had 3 tripping. Are they all up there? Slip, trip, fall, slip, trip, fall, slip, trip, fall. All in the top, 7 or whatever. We've got some cuts, repetitive motion, manual material handling. Okay. Nothing has really jumped out at me. We haven't seen a shock or a fall from height. It's like tripping over the same floor. Flipping trays over, shoulder pop. Okay. Was running these things, went to robot 3. At the end of the shit, my shoulder is bothering me. This is probably a repetitive motion, I bet. Yep. Repetitive motion strain. Wrapping, pulling strap that had cut, started to come, then stopped. What is... Am I missing something here? This is a shoulder strain. Manual material handling. Weird. I don't... Okay, what hurt? Shoulder. Okay. Not very descriptive. Lifting a box of motors. Strain on my right side. Came to work with pain in the hand, stating you hurt when gripping something. Arm brace was given. Pain persisted. This sounds like a repetitive. Manual material handling strain. Okay. Right elbow is sore. Throwing trash in a dumpster when the lid fell on his hand. Is that a struck by? Is that a struck by? Yep, struck by object. Employee left the line to go to the bathroom, took a shortcut, jumped over a box, strained their ankle. I think they called this a fall. I mean, is that what you call a fall? I guess. Just basically they were, jumping. So I think it's more of a motion thing, but I think they call this a trip fall. Injured worker states left thumb pain after he'd been pushing a cart. Worker states pain and swelling to right foot ankle after he was called to an emergency, turned to get phone when he heard a pop in his foot. The foot popped? It's weird. Bending consistently at boxing station, rotating. I bet you this is a repetitive motion strain. It is. So, ladies and gentlemen, was there a vehicular accident because they kill more people or debilitate people? Was there a fall from height? Did someone was someone crushed or an amputation due to reaching into a machine? Did someone get exposed to live electrical, like a arc flash? These are the things that, they're the main causes of death, but did we read any? Now, these aren't death, obviously. Disabling? Possibly. There may be some things here. We'd have to look up above. I don't think they're classified as the TD or things like that. But we're going by the expense. And, $150,000 is a heck of a lot more than, the overall average. That's total incurred. Okay, 133,000, sorry, down to 37. 37,000 is still, like 4 times our average. So, is there something unique about these that wouldn't normally be found or spotted? I mean, anything that is like ergo related would come out of probably an ergo assessment and talking to workers. Slips, trips, and falls, you see things on the ground and things that can sometimes be a non-persistent hazard or a temporal hazard. It's just if there's poor housekeeping, people throw things on the ground, or if you don't have designated walkways. What were the other ones? There was something that fell and hit a hand. It's like a trash can or something. But and then there was a laceration. Is that unique? Did they bypass a guard? Did they not lock out, tag out? Those are not, unfortunately, those are not unusual things. So back to the assignment. So I need to add a figure with the overall distribution, highest to lowest, indicate the breakpoint. Provide a figure with outliers removed. We did that too. New descriptive table with outliers removed, and then the differences, and make them look professional. I mean, I want you guys to be able to do this on your own. I know you're probably like, oh, please show us. You don't have to copy and paste the actual... Here, let's see what happens here when I copy this. I mean, the big things I want you to be working on is making it look, presentable. Oh, man. Okay, now I'm going to try to paste a picture. And I need to shrink her down a little bit. Make it fit to the page. Yeah, that's not the greatest. Okay, it's still off the page, isn't it? Yeah, that needs a little bit of work because I can barely read anything. But that is the full thing, isn't it? Why are those horizontal now where I thought that they were different? So I'm going to delete that. So, got to go back, got to do some work here. I am going to... I think it got wider because I widened the loss description for our little exercise there. Let's see what happens. This is after the outliers are removed. So let's fix this one too. Because this should have been the first one. This is... Okay, so this should be figure A. And this should be figure B. You guys were probably yelling at the screen, and I already took care of this. Thank you. All right, here we go. So, and this probably needs to be a little bit bigger, just to make sure we can read it. Can I hit return here? Okay, that's not as bad. I think this needs to be 12. I don't like that it's Cabri, but I'm going to leave it for now. Okay, so let's bring over A first. Copy. Paste. That's not too terrible, is it? Okay, let's bring over the other one. It didn't turn out too bad. Now let's bring B. No, this one is probably going to look horrible. This was just a straight up paste, and that doesn't look too bad. It really doesn't. It looks okay. All right, so I've got the two distributions. What else do I need? The new descriptives table with outliers removed, and then the differences between the original. I'm going to go ahead and bring everything over, I believe. I think that might be a better way to demonstrate what's here. So I'm first going to bring my cursor to the next page. It's unfortunate, but... Oh, I want this. Let's see here. So this is still table 1. This is table 2. That's the difference. Now, didn't we brought it over and then we fixed it, didn't we? Oh, actually, no, this is table 2. The other one's table 1. You guys, I hope that you guys were like screaming at the... This is the original table 1. Okay? If I wanted to do this correctly, I would go insert and insert, and I would probably... Okay, and then this would then indicate these are the 19 outliers removed. So that's what it is. And then this would be the difference. I don't know. Difference by percent of original. All right, so this is the new one. This is table 2. I'm going to copy it. Oh, man. Oh, I do not want to take up much more time. Let's see here. What did I do? That doesn't look too bad. Highlight it. Go to table design. What do I like? What do I like? Why is everything highlighted? Oh, I can. Ooh, pretty. What? I don't know why it's doing that. All right, I'm going to highlight this. Table design, layout, center everything. Why are these things highlighted? I don't get this. What is going on here? Is it shadowed or something? What happens if I scroll away? Ugh. What is going on with this here? Is there something going on here? Why is it like that? I don't like it. It seems like it's highlighted, doesn't it? Okay, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to. I don't know how I got rid of it. That was really weird. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'm messing with it, and it's just going to get worse. Okay, so this is my table 2. Table 2. Descriptive statistics after 19 outlier claims removed. Okay. And I think I might need to get rid of space before and space after. There we go. No. Okay. Bold 1. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to make sure that the difference is there. Okay. So, and I performed, are they different? The causes. I did actually look at all this stuff. So go back to it and remember what it was and go ahead and type in all that stuff. But my dog is freaking out in the background. I apologize. All right, let's see here. What happens when I do this? Okay. Highlight it. Look for a good design. I'm not going to go with the design I was just using. I'll try this one. Go to layout, I'll center it. What is going on here? Oh, we're not even taking the whole thing. Let's do that. What I'm trying to do is get everything on one line. I don't know why things are going so slow here. Okay, that's not... Can I equal all these out? Let's see. If I highlight these and right click, distribute columns evenly. I can roll with that. That's better. Okay. And this is, I'm still got these weird spaces. Remove. Oh, there isn't any. I don't know why that is then. Why won't you go right there? Oh. Oh, this is getting frustrating. I hope you guys don't have these same troubles. Table 2A. Claim paid amounts in yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And let's see, turn that into 810, make it bold. Boy, I'm lagging. It's because I think we're going so long. I apologize, everybody. But that's it. And then as far as the assessment, I mean, it's all right here. I did the assessment stuff down here. You don't have to make tables for that. We're just kind of making comments here, but you could basically explain a little bit more that I think it'd be interesting just to kind of in sentences, the breakdown by site, the breakdown by close, open, reopen, the breakdown by policy or calendar, and also the causes. That's what I would do. So I'm going to save my work here. We identified the outliers. We looked at them. We didn't think there was anything unique here, against what the SIFS people had said. But then again, I don't know if there's a disabling injury here or not. Nothing really jumps out. Nothing here is so unique that it wouldn't have been discovered through normal means, or maybe more importantly to me is workers reporting their concerns. These things seem more, day to day, or things they experience throughout a shift. Okay. All right. I'm sorry I went so long on this one. In the next one, we will start trending over time and forecasting future losses.